Welcome to the first proper chapter. This menu is not very good looking, if you ask me.
I kind of miss the little figurine of Bayonetta.
The sacred mountain of Fimbulventer. The joint's supposed to be the link between Inferno and Paradiso. They say there is an entrance to Inferno, the gates of hell, somewhere on this mountain. No one knows where, though. Hell, no one even knows if it's true or not. The only reason this overgrown rock is worshipped like some god in the first place is that no one's ever been able to get close to the damn thing. It's like it don't want you there. Every climber ends up stranded or worse. And don't even try to fly a plane near that place or bada boom! But at least your soul doesn't have a long walk to whichever afterlife you got lined up, right? I'll wait for you in Noaton, at the foot of the mountain. Just hurry up with whatever it is you gotta do and get back there, alright? And the hotel's going on your account, with a minibar too. Gotta keep myself busy while I'm waiting. Forget about it. I love those miniature drinks.
I can't believe you, Enzo. I didn't know the in-flight service was exclusive to fat Italians.
Renting the plane ain't free, you know. That reminds me, you owe Alex the kid for the charter. Oh, shit! There it is. That's Fimbulventer. Not such a bad place when you look at it. Oh, but you gotta have a death wish to get close to that damn place if you ask me. Wow. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. What the hell? Where did these clouds come from? What the fuck?
Sorry, Enzo. This is where I get off. Say hi to the wife and kids for.
What? Wait, what? You're joking, right? I can't fly this piece of shit! Ah! Those are damn nice things.
John, I'm on my way. Just behave yourself for a bit longer.
Anyway, welcome to Noaton, which is the setting for this game. It's based on Venice, I believe. There's a couple of pictures in the dev blog where they went to Venice and they, got, reference pictures and stuff. It's all very European again.
Alright, so we're playing a nice game of Spot the Gondola then.
Yes.
I see a bunch of them in the distance, so I already win, don't worry about it.
By the way, I'm going to break everything in this stage.
100% destruction.
Yes. This is a 100% LP, after all.
It's all part of the pure plat, just don't worry about it, we know what we're doing.
Yeah. Because you need all the halos you can get, man.
Is there one of those stupid things that requires you to max out your Halo count? There definitely is.
There's only one thing which requires you to get 10 million, and that's a bitch to get. Although, the online 2-player mode does help a lot with that. I will show that off some other time. Anyway, there are certain things in this game that you can touch and get halos for. The things that you touch mostly end up being faces. So whenever you see a face, try and touch it and you will get halos.
That's weird, because I played this game, or at least the little bit of it that I did play, I played it with their weird Pro Controller thing, because holding that gamepad is kind of hefty.
I don't think the gamepad's too bad, actually.
I just like
it definitely is pretty hefty, and you compare it to the Pro Controller, and the Pro Controller is like, wow, this thing is like holding nothing comparatively.
I don't know, long sessions of Mario Kart 8 sort of made me not want to use the controller for extended periods of time.
Okay. Anyway, as you might have seen before, we do have access to Beast Within in this chapter, so traveling is very easy now. You don't have to run everywhere on foot. That's a very nice thing they added in this game.
But I'm pretty sure you can steer yourself off all of these piers and stuff and go straight into the drink.
Oh yeah, you totally can.
Is it an instant kill there? I doubt it.
No, there's no instant kills at all, really. You just get dropped back onto the last, bit of hard ground you were on, and you don't lose any health.
Oh, okay.
These are back.
Secrets. Beat the crap out of them.
But not all of them actually have useful things in them. For example, this one has a bunch of halos. It's kind of shitty.
Whatever.
And as we'll see, a lot of them actually just contain lollipops. Lollipops make a return from the first game. And the game does not penalize you for using lollipops or any items at all. So, for example, you can use a green lollipop to heal up and it won't get counted against you in the results screen.
Wait, so there's no item penalty whatsoever?
There is no item penalty. The only thing you lose is 5,000 Halo bonus for not using items.
Oh.
It's like negligible.
What the hell was that? Can you pan the camera? No.
The camera is sometimes really finicky. Like I'm trying to touch this statue's face, and it will just jerk away, and I don't really know why it does that. The camera in this game is a little bit janky.
Yeah, at least they managed to... Well, I mean, they got it right in the first game, but at least it's one of those action games where the camera is a reasonable distance away, that it's not really annoying. I hate over-the-shoulder cam and that sort of thing in action games. Yeah. It's horrible.
Like, in the first video, I did adjust the distance. You can actually have the camera much closer to Bayonetta, but I don't know why you do that. The one thing you do want to do when you play this game is zoom out as far as you can, because this game has a lot of gigantic enemies, and the camera does not deal well with gigantic enemies.
Oh, okay. Wait. It's that easy now?
So, yeah. So there's only 20 crows in this game. The crows are back from the first game. Go the crows.
But they're not a horrible pain in the ass to get, or at least it looks like it.
No, there's only 20 of them. You can get them all in your first playthrough. You don't have to get them all in different difficulties.
Because you need to like shoot them really down in Bayer 1. Yeah.
By the way, all that text there is lorem ipsum. That's really lazy. That's really, really lazy, Platinum.
Do you have a decoder ring?
It's not hard. I will probably post like the Noatan language. But yeah, it's just lorem ipsum. Pretty lazy.
Don't give anyone in the thread the satisfaction. Let them use Val identification to try and crack the code. Someone will do it. Someone already translated runic in that awful thread that I closed, but...
Well, sure, if someone wants a challenge, I can do it. It's pretty easy, though.
Yeah, translate...
It's just a straight one-to-one substitution.
Translate Umbran into runic. There you go. Good luck.
So, when you collect lollipops, it will automatically assign them to a direction on the D-pad, and you can't unequip them and have them off. Like, as soon as you pick up another lollipop, it will get assigned to a D-pad direction. So they really want to shove into your face that you can use items without penalty in this game. Anyway, this is new.
This is a little bit I remember.
There are puzzle chests now, I guess you can call them puzzles. They're not really that difficult, you just need to collect all the pieces within the time limit. And there's only one which I could say is kind of difficult, the rest of them are pretty easy.
It's just, it feels so out of place in this game.
It is really weird. It's like, why the hell did this need to be here? I mean, it kind of makes sense, I guess, plot-wise, but it was like, I don't know why this is here.
Like, at least they, like, I mean, in this particular instance, the environment's so nice to run through that I can kind of forgive it, and I don't know how it gets in the future, but I don't know, I can kind of look past it. It's a little weird, though.
It just seemed a little bit out of place to me, but it's not really an issue, because like I said, they're pretty easy to collect most of the time.
Also, running in Panther form is really fun.
Oh yeah. Although they did change the input for that in this game so that it's much easier to trigger Panther Within.
Wasn't it like double tap a trigger?
Yeah, but the double tap window in this game here is much wider. So I actually have a lot of problems doing Panther offset in this game because... Actually, just doing regular dodge offset because the rhythm is a little bit different. And I'll end up actually triggering Panther Within most of the time. And it really is annoying. Because like, why the hell did you change it? It didn't need to be changed. Anyway, that transition there, I cut out a whole lot of me breaking stuff because, like I said, I gotta break everything in this game.
Including the people.
You can touch the kids and they will react to you. Just the kids though, you can't touch the adults.
There's a lot of things I could say about that, but I'm not going to say any of them.
Yeah, no. So yeah, dodge offset is pretty much the same as it was in the first game. That did remove a whole lot of techniques that were in the first game. But most people don't really care about that. In terms of actually just the game, it plays fine. Panther offset feels really weird though.
I guess if they changed that many mechanics, I wonder if any part of the game's code was ported over from the first game or if they rewrote it.
I get the feeling, personally, that they rewrote it so that it would be easier. And given that it is on the Wii U, I would say it's mostly so it can cater to more casual players. Maybe I'm just overly cynical. I don't know. This game has definitely been dumbed down, though. Anyway,
entrance.
Alfheims are back, but they're not actually called Alfheims anymore. They're called Muspelheim, or however the hell you pronounce it.
Yeah, close enough, I guess.
It's basically the same arena, though, but with a blue filter on it. Same thing. Certain condition you need to do. Time limit. The Muspelheims in this game are really, really easy.
Okay, because I remember some of them were kind of bullcrap, just like, whatever the secret stages were in the Devil May Cry games. I can't remember what they're called now.
Yeah. I do admit there are much... there's nothing you can't do on your first time in this for Muspelheims. I'm just going to call them the Alfheims because that just sounds easier. Yeah, they're basically just tutorials to teach you how to play the game. It's not about teach you how to play the game better or teach you how to play the game with a restriction. It's just teach you how to play the game. So that was, defeat all enemies in that very short time limit. Very, very easy.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Kamiya would deliberately design challenge stages to kick your ass or require you to
there's
come back.
Absolutely no element of challenge in this game, pretty much. Anyway, if you hit the shoot button, like in the first game, she traces out a B and a love heart. That's still here in the second game at least.
Huh.
It's one of those little details that you kind of surprised they still had, but I'm glad they kept it, I guess.
They have this design document, a series of instructions that if you don't follow them, Kamiya will probably kill you.
Yeah. Anyway, there's a crow up there, but we actually can't get it now because you need an ability to get it, and we don't have it yet.
Oh, okay. So they haven't completely eliminated.
So we have a face here. Touch face. Get halos.
Get in the drink.
So when you're in the water, you can't actually trigger Panther Within.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah. That will be quickly remedied, though.
We get seal form?
And yes, there is we get some sort of form that can allow us to travel underwater.
Okay.
And in case you're wondering, yes, there is a fair bit of underwater combat. It's mildly annoying. Not too bad, but it does affect the way you play a little bit. Because obviously the physics are a little bit altered and everything. It's mildly annoying.
I'm guessing it's just stuff like airtime is extended,
Yeah,
and you move slower.
you move a lot slower.
But I mean, you still just hit buttons.
Yeah, you still hit buttons and you win. Anyway, I've seen a lot of videos that this game was not actually tested a lot by people. It was someone actually wrote a program that would run through the levels and test it. So I think consequently there are actually a lot of interesting, not really bugs, but errors, I guess, in the game. So you can actually get out of bounds in this area here.
Right.
Yeah. But generally I feel like this game was not tested very well.
So they unit tested a game.
Yeah, using a program.
That seems really strange, but also I kind of want to see how they did that.
Yeah, there's a blog post on the PG blog. I'll link it in the post of this. It was actually kind of interesting, like, oh yeah, I just wrote a program that follow this route and do this thing, and it will run through the entire program and the entire level just to make sure it works. But there was no sort of, I guess, testing for things like, you know, out of bounds or whatever. There's a lot of errors I've seen, glitches and stuff.
Well, I mean, to some extent, finding out of bounds stuff doesn't happen on the first try, but at least there's no weird stuff like infinite jumping and stuff like that.
There actually is an area where you can, I think it's not really infinite jumping, but you can infinitely go up an area. It's one of those areas where you can manipulate the gravity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh god, that is a face.
Yeah. There's a lot of faces in this level, and maybe not so surprisingly, it doesn't get really used much in the rest of the game. So like, there's a whole load in this chapter, and then maybe 2 or 3 more in the rest of the game.
They ran out of faces to grab.
Yeah. They don't exactly try to hide these either. I can't think of too many that are very well hidden.
Well, I mean,
Like,
none of
you
them
think
were
back
fantastically,
to-
like, really well hidden.
well,
in
the
Bayonetta.
only one I can really think of in the first game was the one in the final chapter where you run up Jubileus and it's like, oh, by the way, turn around before you go here because there's an Alfheim at the end of this thing.
Yeah. I remember the ones in Devil May Cry 3 and 4 being a lot more devious.
Witch time is mostly the same in this game. Nothing really different here, I guess. Witch time is actually very important in this game. You can't really do much without witch time. The entire game is built around witch time in Bayonetta 2, and it annoys the shit out of me. Because it just comes down to lazy design. So the hardest difficulty in this game, you still have witch time.
Oh.
Because a lot of enemies cannot be hit outside of witch time.
Oh.
Oh, and so there's a visual bug here with the magic meter.
What?
Oh, you kind of missed it.
Did it lose the glow or something?
It didn't lose the glow, but it magically added 7 orbs for some reason.
Oh.
It comes back here though, but there's one particular glitch which always happens to me, is when you increase your health bar in an Alfheim, and then you exit, your health bar will be increased, but you don't get the increased amount of health, so you'll have a little bit of health missing.
Right.
It's kind of, I don't know why, it's like, it seems really badly tested, this game.
Wait, is that like a consistent bug, or does it just happen every
It's a
once in
consistent bug, it's consistent.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe they would just... Oh, wait, no, but if you increase your health outside of Alfheims, it doesn't do that.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, but in an Alfheim, it will do it. And it's like, why is this even here? Like, I've been playing the game pretty much exactly as you would your first time, and it happens.
Santa don't get paid enough for this shit. When Ed and Edna found their daddy wasn't coming back, it made me stay all the way through dinner.
Don't pretend you weren't delighted. I hear Enzo's wife makes a lovely casserole.
It was damn good. I'll give you that. Anyway, tell me how my babies are doing.
They're behaving quite well. They found plenty of playmates here.
Figured they would. Noatoon had some deep connections with Fimbulventer and the Gates of Hell back in its day. Wouldn't be surprised to find a few of those playmates that like it rougher than the typical bunch. Anyway, you need any supplies, just make sure you keep bringing me these halos. And remember, I ain't here to get up in your business. My business is making things that do business. So don't come crying to me when you think you gotta do everything alone. I'm here to help. Just make sure you don't bust a cap at my ass. Welcome to the gates of hell. We've lit our prices on fire, so there won't be hell to pay. Come on, I gotta say some cheesy shit sometimes.
Alright, okay. Anyway, the game, everything is pretty much the same. Accessories are pretty much the same except for one new accessory. There is only one new accessory, and it's the Mallet of Rewards. I have never used it, but when you basically it gives you extra halos for killing things via torture attacks.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounded okay right up to that last bit.
It's kind of useless. Like, you are not hurting for halos in any way because there are so many ways to earn halos. Interestingly, though, you can get the Super Mirror and Super Mirror 64 2, which gives you skins for the Nintendo stuff and
we're talking about costumes,
all the costumes that are new in the second game. Anyway, those abilities I bought there, buy them in that order. That's how important they are. So the most important thing is Bat Within. Bat Within, they all do the same thing as it did in the first game. So Bat Within extends the window that allows you to dodge attacks. It's a lot wider in this game, like a lot wider. You can pretty much just mash dodge, and you will be pretty much invincible. Yeah, I don't know why they did this.
Filthy casual? Whoa.
Who knows why? Crow Within is not so important, but you want it to get Umbran Spear because Umbran Spear has been massively buffed in this game and it's so good. It's probably one of the very few improvements in this game that I actually like. Gotta break everything. Pineapples. I don't know what pineapples are doing here.
It's a secret stash. No one knows about him. Somebody's gonna crawl up to his barrels and just start crying.
They probably put pineapple on all their pizzas.
Ugh.
You don't like pineapple on your pizza?
It's not that I can't eat Hawaiian. It's just the concept kind of weirds me out. I don't know why. I'll happily eat it. It's just every time I look at it, I have to raise an eyebrow.
I had a coworker tell me that he liked eating pizza with ham and banana, which I guess is a very similar concept to, you know, ham and pineapple, but it sounds so much worse.
Yeah.
We've got a menu here. It's got hot drinks, cold drinks, tea.
I can read it. I see cappuccino on there.
Yeah, there's cappuccino.
Latte,
espresso,
mocha.
Latte, mocha,
Okay,
tea.
I worked it out.
Yeah, pretty easy.
I bought the decoder ring, guys. And you can
They
too.
also had egg mayonnaise at the dish for some reason because I guess you eat... It's either, you know, a mayonnaise made with egg, which is kind of like duh, or egg with mayonnaise, which is disgusting.
Literally buy a bowl of... They just add garlic to it, now it's suddenly aioli.
Yeah.
It's incredibly European.
Aioli makes it sound so much more fancy.
They literally just added garlic to mayonnaise, come on.
It's just garlic mayonnaise, guys. Aioli is a freaking lie. If you like aioli and you don't like mayonnaise, you're a goddamn idiot. So yeah, these things really easy.
This is kind of painfully slow.
It is because you don't have anywhere to travel fast in the water at this stage. There is an achievement for getting all of those chests. All the other chests that you see that don't have like hearts or pearls in them, they are not required for that Chivo. Like for example this one here. You can miss this very easily. And it only has a lollipop in it anyway.
Yeah, it was like in Bayonetta 1 there weren't any really open-ish sections. Like that was the first thing I noticed. Like I don't think I even finished this chapter before I had to turn off the game. Maybe I did. I don't remember. But
it's a pretty long chapter, so yeah.
Yeah, but like the second you step out into this weird Venice-looking town, and you're like, oh my god, I can actually look around and stuff. I mean, where I have to go is kind of obvious, but still, it was a little weird. Like, I was okay with it.
It was nice. Like, this is probably one of the very few chapters in this game that actually has a lot of exploration in it. So in case you can't see here, Umbran Spear is massively crazy good because you can use it and cancel out of animations. So you can finish your combo and
then zoom
use
to
Umbran
another
Spear
area.
and to zoom around and be totally killing everything real quick. Umbran Spear is amazing, guys.
So it's like super weird stinger cancelling nonsense.
Basically.
Oh god.
It's, you know, it's crazy how good it is in this game. It actually makes the way Umbran Spear worked in the first game look really bad. First Witch Heart. They give you a crapload of Witch Hearts in this game. Especially when you first start, because I assume you're going to get hit a lot.
The life bar goes all the way to the Halo counter before
By
it
the
starts
way,
secondary.
observe this.